Trig ratios. All right, so trig ratios are basically sine, cosine, and tangent, from what you probably learned in 10th grade in a geometry class, or in most of your cases, math 2. So in that class, you focus on the primary trig ratios. And the primary trig ratios are sine, cosine, and tangent. All right, so what you learned was sine of theta, and basically theta represents any angle. Theta basically means x. So whenever you see theta, if you want to, you can replace it with x if you're not comfortable with seeing this theta here. But basically it's a circle with a line through it, and it's a Greek alphabet, theta, but we use it to represent any angle in trigonometry. So sine theta, that's what it actually reads, sine theta, is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. And then you learn the cosine of any angle, or cosine theta, is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. And then tangent of any angle, tangent of theta, is equal to opposite over adjacent, opposite over adjacent. So those are the primary trig ratios. And then you have another three. And we call these three secondary trig ratios, secondary ratios. All right, so our secondary ratios, you probably didn't do in 10th grade. You actually learned these usually in trig classes, and some people get it in geometry, but for most part, they're reserved for trig. And basically what you learned was, well, what you need to learn is cosecant of theta. Cosecant, CSC, cosecant of theta is actually reciprocal of sine. So you notice hypotenuse over opposite, whereas sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So whatever sine is, you just flip it. If you just flip it, then you wind up with cosecant. So cosecant of theta is hypotenuse over opposite. Secant of theta is reciprocal of cosine, so is hypotenuse over adjacent. And cotangent of theta is reciprocal of tangent, which is adjacent over hypotenuse. So basically all of these secondary identities, basically all of these are just the reciprocals of the primary identities. So again, these are the primary identities, and these represent the secondary trig ratios, secondary trig ratios. The other 6 trig ratios are the reciprocal identities. So the reciprocal identities basically says if you have sine of theta equals 1 over cosecant, basically sine of theta is equal to the reciprocal of cosecant. Reciprocal being you flip cosecant. So sine of theta is equal to 1 over cosecant, but cosine of theta is also equal to 1 over secant, and tan of theta is equal to 1 over cotangent. All right, so if you know all that, you can say that cosecant of theta is also the same thing as 1 over sine. So cosecant is 1 divided by sine. And secant of theta is 1 over cosine, and cosecant and cotangent of theta is 1 over tangent. All right, so those are our reciprocal identities.